Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Andrew Cady, your local mortgage expert, and today we're back for round 4 of VA home loan myth busting. Today we're talking the all-popular question, are VA seller concessions limited to 4%? I don't think a month goes by that I don't receive that exact question from a local realtor about seller concessions for VA. The short answer to it is no. There is no limit to VA seller concessions. They could contribute up to 10% if they like. I know that's a crazy number. We could never use the concessions, but I'll touch back on that in just a second. The 4% it references is specifically limited to prepaid items. Prepaid taxes, prepaid insurance, prepaid daily interest, and the VA funding fee. Those are limited to 4% concession. Closing costs are in addition to that. So let's say, for instance, we wanted to get that crazy 10% seller concession. 4% could go to the prepaid items. 6% could go to closing costs. Now, that's a lot of closing cost credit. There's something unique, though, about the VA system that's a little different than every other loan system. At the end of the transaction, if we don't use all the seller concessions, let's say there was an extra 1% or an extra $1,000 or $2,000 left over of seller concessions. The seller paid all the closing costs, all the prepaids, and there was still money left over. What do we do? Well, in a normal scenario, you have to go back and reduce the price of the house $2,000, get an addendum, reduce the seller concessions, send it back through underwriting, all sorts of craziness. Not with VA. They've actually made a provision where the seller concessions, any excess, can be used to pay down the veteran's debts. So you could pay $2,000 down on a car loan or on a credit card. Now, one little caveat about it, you can't use seller concessions to pay down debts to qualify for the loan. You'd have to qualify without that. But if there's excess, it most certainly can be used. This is why it's important to use a local mortgage lender who's proficient in VA. This is why it's important to use someone who knows the guidelines inside out and upside down. If you need any help with any VA transaction or any transaction for that, I specialize in VA, but I do phenomenal work in FHA, USDA, and conventional lending as well. Give me a call, shoot me a text message, 386-466-5557, or you can message me here on Facebook. Thanks for your time, everybody, and I hope you have an awesome week.